Actually, he looked like he was having way too good of a time. So let's introduce our players here as we get into game number 1 here for East Chapel Hill. It's going to be a Kunkka played by FCY. On our Juggernaut is going to be Body, 3 Body. Going over to the bottom lane, it's going to be Techies, handled by Wraithcat, getting that immediate farm on the hard camp there. Ogre Magi will be handled by Fudge. We've got 2 mangoes already. Husker. Looks like we can't see him right now. Husker's on the other team. I guess we've already gone to the other team. Freedom Fridays will be playing the Husker for Scarsdale High School. On the sniper, it's going to be Mar in the mid lane. Omni Knight handled by Flaunder. We've got a 301 Sand King. And then finally, our Oracle is going to be handled by Malone. Looks like we could have some kind of an engagement at the top rune spot. A lot of heroes are just gathered up here. Husker's got that nice little immortal there.
30 seconds to battle.
Can definitely be jumping all around the map with that. Techie's still just trying to mine up that camp, being as efficient as he can with his clarities. Oh, already a sentry ward placed down by the Omni Knight. Scoured out by Techies. They just want to get that D ward off. So, okay, they do get the D ward, so that camp won't be blocked off the beginning, which is a good thing for the Techies. Now, Mar actually goes forward, puts down the shrapnel, and picks up the bounty rune before the torrent actually comes through. The Purge gets used on the Kunkka, taking a lot of damage from the Sniper, but Sniper, he's still on the low ground, and he does have that miss chance up there, so it's unlikely that the Kunkka will go down there. It does takes a lot of health from it, but the Sniper should be very fine in this lane. And you can see how aggressive he's being. Goes right up to the creep wave there. Well, takes a lot of damage there. Wants to maybe get a D ward off, but Techie's able to finish off that camp. Uses one little extra mine there to kill off the tomato creep, and he'll make his way into the off lane up to level 1.5 right now. So I should probably look at both teams here. The offlane is just going to be abandoned by Sand King right off the bat. Just has the Iron Talon going, Caustic Finale there. And he's trying to get the stack off. Is able to get it there as efficient as possible. In the top lane, Techie's possibly in a little bit of trouble. Still level 1. Going to put it 1 bomb down on the Flounder. And he's being harassed away from this, but he's doing some pretty nice damage out to the Oracle. Oracle's taking a lot of damage there. So now in the mid lane, Mars just going to be farming up a little bit against the Kunkka, and Kunkka's going to have a bit of a hard time doing some real damage to the Sniper, who basically can sit here, get some levels in to take aim, and then stay very far the creep wave and the Kunkka's Tidebringer, which is really one of his main forms of control in this lane. Now, Mark decides to just step right up there and take damage from it, but he definitely doesn't have to. And he's 11-0 right now, missing out on all of his denies. Literally all of his denies, he's just missing. Now he's letting the Kunkka do damage to him. I want to be a little bit more careful soon. Oracle taking some damage at top. Is getting rather low. Does get a nice repel from the Omni Knight to save him up there. So Omni Knight still trying to contest the pool, but a lot of pressure is being put on the Freedom Fries at top as the creeps are pulled underneath the tower thanks to the single pull of the Omni Knight. A couple of creeps there. Well, eventually the Sand King, having just died to the jungle camps, decides to disconnect. But over in the bottom lane, Juggernaut's gotten a pretty free lane to start. Sniper's keeping up with him pretty well, so is the Husker, but there's no reason for the Juggernaut to have So Yeah, apologies to anybody inside the Twitch chat. It would seem that one of the admins for the league has decided to go on a bit of a power trip, so I apologize for that. So hopefully we've gotten that under control. But that's okay. All in good fun, I'm sure. But as I was saying, the Juggernaut, he's going to be getting some nice levels. If anybody decides to show up to that lane like the Sand King when he gets a couple of levels, it might be a little bit more difficult to him. I mean, especially when Juggernaut is able to go for the spin and the Omni Slash. And one level into the Sandstorm is going to fix that for the Sand King, but you really can't afford to take too much damage there. So Juggernaut pretty much sure to have a good start. And meanwhile, this Techie's trying to get up the... The Techie's, he's going the way towards the Soul Ring. Up to his Suicide Squad right now. So if we see anybody on Scarsdale getting out of control, the Techie is going to be there. Would definitely be a great kill to have onto the Husker. Well, nothing really going on right now as the game is paused. Heroes don't really seem to be doing any farming right now. I guess it's kind of hard to move when the game doesn't let you. So hopefully the Sand King gets back. It'll be mighty late for these players. Probably going to be past their bedtimes if they have such things in high school. I remember when I was that young. Eventually he'll be making his way back in. Looking at this double mango build for the Ogre Magi. If he takes any damage, he's going to be regenning quite a bit. Probably doesn't even need both of these mangoes, but I mean, you could have 2 mangoes, right? You may as well. But if he takes any damage, he's going to regen it quite a bit. Huh. So how about that Boston Major? Haven't really been able to watch a whole lot, but we did see Complexity beat EG today, 2-1. They're playing again right now. I believe it's... I don't know. I don't get to watch a whole lot of it today. And these group stages are extremely short. Like, they're only taking 2 days for the whole group stage. I mean, the whole event is going to be played over 6 days, which seems extremely short to me. But I guess they just want to get it done, get to the holidays and stuff. And it does make sense to be efficient with it. I wish I could go. I wish I didn't have to deal with real life stuff. Just go and have some fun watching some Dotes. It's not like the group stage even matters, right? Because eventually... I mean, eventually all the teams are going to just go put right into a bracket anyway. So if you believe that you're good enough to beat any team, you may as well save some strats, right? Since it doesn't really matter who you end up playing if you're the best team there, right? I guess some kinds of matchups might matter, but if you don't get to choose your opponent, I mean, there's really no added benefit of placing first except maybe an easier first round. And it's single elimination as well. So you just lose one match and you're out. So I guess coming in first can be a benefit. Also, you play less matches, but I guess we're going to get right back into the game. So I'm going to stop talking about stuff that probably nobody cares about. I see why taking a lot of damage in the mid lane. Getting chunked down by the shrapnel. Basically, whenever Sniper uses that against a melee hero, they're just forced away from the lane. They can't stay there any longer. So Sniper just pushes the Kunkka out. And if the sniper were level 6, that would probably be a dead Kunkka as he walks back to get his bottle. Flounder chasing down Villain. He's going to turn around a little bit. Doesn't have a glimpse or anything, but he does give his team time to get back into this one. Techie's taking a little bit of damage from the burning spears. Omni-Knight walking over, uses Repel on himself. Does have the Purification available anyway. Sand King's also made his way over to bottom as soon as he takes a death inside the jungle. Just goes back over to the lane, making things harder for the Juggernaut. Seems to have a little bit of lag there. So hopefully that... Oh, more pauses. I like to pause. Pausing is fun. I'd rather pause and play Dota 1. Yay. Ugh. You know, if you don't want to hear me sing, you should probably tell the teams to just unpause the game, because that's honestly the best thing I have to do here. If we look at the bombs on the map for Techies, he hasn't really been putting a whole lot out. Nears in the top lane, able to walk wherever they want for the most part. There are no bombs hindering their process. Also have the Sentry Ward on Oracle, so if they think that there might be some kind of mining going on by the Techies. Techies currently at 4 last hits. It's at the bottom of the course. Also only slightly above the Omni-Knight. It's up to 3 for now. So Kunkka should be getting into the game. Possibly lagging less now. But we still haven't started yet. Let's take a look at the Techies. Oh my gosh, look at that little ball of explosion. It's very strange how, you know, Techies does so much damage with the bombs, but does literally nothing with the auto attacks. I mean, look at him. You would think that that little ball actually does some damage, but that's actually the thing that hurts literally the least in the map. I mean, that may as well be, I don't know, what is the thing that you would get hit with that really doesn't help at all? Like, it's a little bomb. You think that it does something. It would be nice to play this game. Honestly, right now, I'm just going to go over to a break until these teams get back into the game. So, thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back after the break. Alright, so we'll be getting back into the game here. Sorry about that little break. It looks like our teams are back into it. Teams are going a little bit forward onto Freedom Fries. Villain still doesn't have a glimpse, but the Techie's going to walk forward. Has that physical damage, but Freedom Fries actually manages to get the first blood. Now he's attacking so fast against Villain. He eventually does finish off the double kill, so 3 down at top. Techies does manage to get a suicide kill onto the Oracle, and Husker does die, but not before he got a lot of gold off of that one. Just went ham right onto the Ogre Magi there, was able to find the first blood.
Illusion. Denied.
So now the Oracle is just going to exchange hits a little bit. And Sniper also manages to kill off Kunkka at mid. Did get rather low, but as soon as Sniper gets up to level 6, it's a lot of danger for the Kunkka. Villain also gets his way over towards bottom. Sand King could have gotten glimpsed there, but Disruptor decides not to go for it. Kitty Cat also dropped down by the Invoker, and he kind of forgets it a little bit. Oh, it died. That was a little death cry. Oh well. Villain does have to be careful here. Sand King can do quite a bit with that Caustic Finale. And the Burrow Strike comes through. Juggernaut's going to go for the spin, and yeah, actually the Sand King decided to, I don't know, just go right in. Not sure why. Didn't have nearly enough damage to kill off the Disruptor. Did get to level 2 in the Burrow Strike, but it really just wasn't enough. Omni-Knight hanging out in the mid lane. Does have the Repel to get away from the X and the Torrent. Very good way to get away from that. The boat's going to come through. Flounder stays out of that range. Uses the Purification onto the Kunkka. Kunkka trying to do enough damage here. Fudge is going to go underneath the tower as well. FCY in a lot of trouble. Gets hit with a headshot proc. And now Sniper is here to make a lot of problems for the Kunkka. Uses no, decides not to go with the assassination. Just takes the kill. And Kunkka again just goes way too far into the mid lane. Too greedy for the Omni-Knight. Really wanted to smell that pure blood, but it was not for him. Sniper with the dual Wraithband build, as well as a magic wand going to be delivered to him soon. Leaving the Husker alone with Techies in the top lane. I feel like the Husker is very happy with that. Techies does take a lot of harass from this. Oh, haste rune picked up by Oracle. Thinking about going into the mid lane. Sniper's ready with another assassinate, and now Maroon comes through. It's going to put in some harass. Nothing really being done here. Kinetic field slightly off the mark onto the Sand King. And he'll take some harass from Juggernaut. Look how this Kunkka's just being zoned out right now. As if the Sniper needed any help against him. I mean, Omni-Knight's here. Walking very quickly with the Windlace and Brown Boots. Disruptor is getting a little bit of warding down. And we have a wraparound onto the mid lane. Omni-Knight's there. With the level 2 purification. Sniper's going to have to work through it. And Mar, okay, he's going to get hit a little bit by the boat. Oh, he almost walks right into it. And the Torrent's also going to be off the mark. Purification comes through. Sniper very low. Walks right through that kinetic field. And he needs to go for the assassinate. Kunkka low. Kunkka dead. Oh, he's got another assassinate available. Sniper hit with the Fire Blast on the high ground, and now Villain in trouble. It's going to be a lot of kills, and eventually one does end up going to the Sniper. I mean, East Chapel, they're just really hating the little man, and eventually he kills them all. A little bit of damage done to the Sniper, making him a bit scared.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And it'll also find a double damage rune. So Sand King is still farming well at bottom. Has not gone for any levels into the epicenter just yet. Just 3 levels into Caustic Finale so far, and 2 into Burrow Strike. Let's have the Sandstorm if he ever needs it. Just taking a little bit of harass from Disruptor there. Almost enticing him to go underneath the tower. Kunkka in a lot of trouble again. There's going to be a Torrent. No Repel well, the Repel wears off, but Mar wants to go forward onto the Kunkka. There is a boat available. Can they He's got the boat to give him rum, but he didn't really need it against the Assassinate. Just a bit too tanky for it. Juggernaut taking a lot of damage from the Oracle. He's going to be healing up after that, so he'll probably thank the Oracle for the heal as soon as that's over. Healing also with the healing ward, 2 levels into that. That seems to be the new thing. Yeah, Sniper seems ready to go into the tower. Oka's going to get caught out a little bit by the Omninate. Has that degen R, uses the repel on him as well. Mara has to be careful. Ducks into the trees, getting away from the vision of the Kunkka. Eventually, Juggernaut also finds the kill on the Oracle at bottom. Not even needing the Omni Slash for it. Got a little bit of lane swapping going on right now. Sand King has an illusion rune to pick up at top. Husker actually went down to the techies. I guess that's what the remote mine will do.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Alright, so Sand King Illusion has to run away from these guys. Gonna get slowed down a little bit by the Ignite. But that is still just an illusion. I guess we're waiting a little bit for Mar to assert his dominance in the mid lane. He's got 2 levels in to take aim, working towards his Dragonlance right now. Ooh, missing from the low ground. It's a bit unfortunate, but I would say that he should be putting a little bit more pressure onto the tower. Now Freedom Fries jumps right onto the Kunkka. Techies has the Suicide Squad available, but Sniper is here. He's just going to blow up, trying to get away. Freedom Fries can't really walk on top of that mine. Mark going to go forward, has 5 seconds left until his next shrapnel charge, and there's still no stun here for the Kunkka. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, Juggernaut's putting a lot of pressure onto the tier 1 tower. Sand King ready with a Burrow Strike, but no epicenter just yet. Juggernaut's still going to go in there. But he's still basically been left to free farm here. Top of the net worth. Has 2 kills to his name. Also Yasha. On the mid lane, Kunkka having to back away a little bit right now from the Omni Knight. As Sniper just goes right onto the tower.
Denied.
Eventually there is going to be some support from the Disruptor. His Glimpse levels, he's got level 3 into the Glimpse as well as the Static Storm. Sniper could be in a lot of trouble if he's not careful. Also at bottom, Juggernaut spins forward. Let's take the tower a little bit lower. Alright, Disruptor uses a very short range glimpse back onto the Sniper. He's going to get caught out. And gets a nice repel onto him. Kept alive by the Omni Knight. And well, he can keep turning around on this. Shrapnel's going to get used a little bit shorter range. Torrent's there, off the mark. And this Kunkka still wants to try to get away. Mar goes forward some more though. And getting slowed down by the headshots. Do they get another one? They're still going to chase this very far. Assassinate through. Can Flounder get in range for anything here? He's that degen R though, but it's not going to happen. And it should be a free tower for Scarsdale now. Bottom tower was killed off as well by the Juggernaut. So Sniper will take that one. And still, he has the possibility of being extremely scary this match. Dragonlance also being delivered for him right now. Freedom Prize possibly in some trouble, using the armlet to try to stay away from Wraith. And there were a couple of remote mines there, but Tychus decides that he couldn't go for that one. Sniper's here now, and oh, they can't really go too far onto this. Sniper's going to use the Assassinate, taking the Tychus very low, but there's nothing else here right now, and he'll just suicide. Using that one instead of going down. Now there can be pressure onto the top lane. Oh, Flounder, please, man. Oh, no. Yeah, these mines are starting to become a little bit of a problem for Scarsdale. They're going to have to be very careful when they go for these towers.
Purified.
So now tower will be taken down. That's the second tower of the game. We'll get a fortify, but Sniper really shouldn't care all that much. You just have to put one more hit in, and the Husker will be able to take it. That's a lot of rotations over the top for East Chapel. I mean, even though their tower, they basically had no chance of defending it if they didn't TP over to that tier 1. So they are all at the top lane now, but they don't really have anything worth defending. Maybe they try to go for a push.
Double damage.
So the top lane will get pushed. Ogre's going
Radiant's
over
middle
towards the
tower
Husker.
is under
Husker
attack.
has the armlet available.
Dire's
And he's going to
top
start putting
tower
damage
is
on the
under
Fudge. There's a life break. And they very quickly get the kill on the Ogre. Nice Torrent going to catch out too, slowing their rush over to that to defend the lane. The Oracle's arrived here as well. Has the Fortune's End. Assassinate comes through. Killing off Villain a bit there. Freedom Fries goes for it. Has the repel on him as well. He's going right for this one. Omni Slash comes through. Flounder in some trouble. And Mar, now he's got to back away from this. Body coming in with a lot of damage. And Sniper has to get a nice false promise from the Oracle in order to stay alive. And he needs to be healed up as well. Juggernaut in a ton of trouble. Wraith also going in. That's the wow. Okay, so Epicenter used right onto the tech use, so just blows himself up. Who cares?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So, yeah, Ogre manages to stay alive there. But, you know, it was strange that East Chapel decided to go in for that, but they do get a lot out of that fight. They're taking down a couple of heroes on Scarsdale. Unfortunately, the Sniper didn't die, but I think that East Chapel got a lot of kills there that they're happy with.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Scarsdale over to the bottom lane, Freedom Fries. Get the repel on him. He needs to get the life break off onto the Disruptor. Uses the kinetic field to try to keep himself alive a little bit longer, but it's not going to matter at all. Husker gets more than enough spears in to kill off the Disruptor. You can see how much he melts while he has those spears going on to him. Juggernaut does have a pretty good build right now, already up to his Manta style. So it does have a way to get away from the life break if it's used on him. Bottom lane getting pushed in. FCY comes in to try to stop it. He's up to drums and nearly a phase boots right now. But he's definitely not been doing as well this game. Already below the techies in terms of net worth. Here comes the gank onto him. Oh, Burrow Strike off the mark. Here comes the boat. Going to keep him alive with the rum. Freedom Fries. That boat nearly runs off the map. TP will come through by Disruptor. Sniper's just sitting underneath the tower. Torian's going to be there. And I don't even know what was happening with that glimpse, but it didn't really do that well at all. Kunkka in trouble. Kunkka dead. Now Ogre managed by getting jumped on underneath the tower. Again, Scarsdale just running right through the East Chapel lineup.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, Juggernaut's still trying to farm up as much as he can, but Scarsdale, they're looking very scary. And Sand King with the Blink Dagger could catch out the Juggernaut. Juggernaut doesn't have vision of this. Does Sand King go for it? Gotta get a little further in, and Juggernaut still doesn't know about it. He's gonna see the Sand King jump in there. He's gotta get the spin off, and he will be able to. Can Sniper find the kill? He's gonna use the Assassinate as Juggernaut gets away. Oh, nice Manta style to get away from it. Sand King wants to go a bit deeper. Oh, glimpse and an axe. He's caught out inside the torrent. Sand King does manage to Burrow Strike away, but the boat is going to run him over. Doesn't matter though. Techies just blows himself up, says, I'm going to take that kill if you're not going to. Mar looking for his opening. Has the shrapnel going down. Tier 2 tower already dead. And the glimpse goes back on the Omni Knight, who just repels himself out of it. Very good counter to that. And Oracle taking a lot of damage from the Kunkka. Unfortunately, there's not a glimpse for another 5 seconds. And Scarsdale just loses another one there. There's Juggernaut is farming extremely well. But I'm not sure if this is going to be enough to keep them in it. The Husker up to his Dragon Lance and Helm. It's very tanky at this point. There's a Roshan available for anybody that wants to take it. Oh, rip the Oracle on the mid lane. Just a couple of remote mines. Nothing to see there. Just a couple of corpses. At least Mar gets some heals now, but he seems to be making a beeline back over towards the base. So Kunkka's still trying to farm up. He'll get his phase boots right now. But it's been quite a while. 19 minutes. He's up to drums and a phase boots. Probably would have liked to be doing better this match. And all these quick towers are quickly falling for East Chapel. So, more of the Scarsdale day, more Scarsdale game. They're getting their items up pretty well. You see the top 3 in terms of net worth, other than the Juggernaut, are on the dire side. Sand King's up to a Blink Dagger, so at that point it's very difficult for East Chapel to get anything off in the fights, and we'll go for a Roshan right now.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So they should be able to take this down, especially with Husker there. Armor toggling is a very good way to kill Roshan. Sniper just steps into the pit to do some damage. This guy's still actually using a lot of resources on this. So we'll see how Freedom Fries does with this. He does have a lot of heals on his team. But Omni isn't using any purifications on him. So eventually the Aegis does get taken by Husker. We're 20 minutes into the game. And maybe Scarsdale make a play for the mid lane now. They're moving very fast this game. Juggernaut's still farming up. Let's see what he has. He has a Diffusal Blade, so the farm continues for him. 200 last hits in 21 minutes. Doing very well there. We've got another pause. Looks like Techies blew himself up so hard that he just disconnected from the game. Blew up his own radar. Gotta be very careful with those. Yeah, don't blow up your router, kids. Gotta be very careful. Also, this Kunkka still building up towards an armlet. It's a very strange game for him. He just didn't do too well in the mid lane. Got a lot of pressure put on him. Wasn't able to farm up as well. At least not nearly as well as this Juggernaut, who's got a ton of items on him. And they're not cheap either. It does take quite a bit to build up what he has. So hopefully he's able to make a bit of an impact here for the Radiant side, because he's really their only hope against Scarsdale. I think that East Chapel, they do have a lot of different ways to get into these fights and do well, but they're really going to be relying on the damage of the Juggernaut to get them through that, especially since he was mainly picked up to deal with the Husker. But it wouldn't hurt to get an Omni-Slash kill on the Sniper beforehand. There's a Shadow Blade being built up by him right now. Alright, teams are ready. Push continues in the mid lane for Scarsdale. A little Windlace placed on the ground. I'm not sure if East Chapel are going to defend this at all. I mean, they do have a couple of heroes at mid, but they need much greater amount of people there if they want to really defend this. X gets used by Kunkka, and that is going to be a double kill by those remote mines inside the trees. Sniper and Sand King killed off. So Techie's just doing his thing, putting the remote mines all over the map, creating some space for his team, making it a lot harder for Scarsdale to push onto the high ground, which I guess that is one way to just delay that push, delay their impact. If you can get some mines on the high ground, makes it much more difficult for them to push up there. You do have a lot of vision, and if you can get the vision and then the attacks from the Sniper, sure, you might be able to get it down. But Techies is very good for delaying this game, so if Scarsdale decide to run up there without having vision, things could turn out very badly for them. So ECHS still trying to move out. Be a torrent placed on by Kunkka trying to work through these creeps. I guess you could afford to get a few more items on Scarsdale, and of course the Sniper Just wants to hit things from the back line, so he doesn't mind too much farming up some. Should be at his Shadow Blade pretty soon. So maybe Scarsdale decide to push in a little bit more here. There's going to be a couple of remote mines placed in the trees, and it's very difficult for Scarsdale to de-ward those, de-mine those. Gem of True Sight placed on the Husker. Assassinate gets used, and Ogre taken down a little bit. And I think SHS have learned their lesson a little bit, trying to stay away from those trees, but now this Husker steps a little bit towards the remote mines. Does have the gem on him, so he will see those mines underneath the tower, but he doesn't see the ones inside the trees. That's just a ticking time bomb in there. Repel gets used, and Freedom Fries, alright, he's going for these bombs underneath the tower. All those creeps are gone now. Couple of heroes around the trees. Sand King looking possibly for the techies, and they are going to find a lot of hate for him. X gets used onto the Sand King. Scarsdale getting their hand forced a little bit here. Sand King gets a nice false promise to keep him alive. Now Husker just jumps right over towards Kunkka, and he really cannot stand against this. He'll get taken down very quickly. Now Villain in a lot of trouble as well underneath the shrapnel. Sniper doing some damage from underneath the tower. Eventually will take it down. 2 heroes dead in the mid lane, and those remote mines in the trees might not be so effective for much longer, but Sniper's just standing there. Has to be so careful about that. But now they can go up to the high ground. Remote mine underneath the tower, and Techie's not with an Aghanim Scepter. These mines aren't going to mean too much to the Husker at all. So Freedom Fries just going ham onto the tower. Juggernaut was trying to create a little bit of space mid. He'll spin and TP away, meaning that the Sand King won't be available for the mid lane push. Juggernaut really cannot step close to that tower at all. So much damage already by the Juggernaut, or the Husker rather. Husker jumps in. That's a mine taken out. So will the Husker get taken out here? He's right. Okay, nice force staff away. Wanda does get hit by the boat, run over by it as it were. And perhaps Scarsdale end up dying on the retreat. There's a couple of remote mines inside the trees. Has to be so careful about that. Mulin's right next to it. And Mara's there as well. But those remote mines are not going to be detonated. They're not looking for an Omni Slash. He's going to use the Disabusal Blade onto the Husker. Husker might try to turn around, especially with the creeps there. Here comes the Disruptor. Doesn't have it. There's the ultimate, the Static Storm, keeping Husker silenced there. Oracle really cannot go too far into that. Glimpse back is going to be onto Freedom Fries. Eventually the Oracle does die. How long can Husker stay alive? He's healed up a little bit after that one. And now Techie goes in with the Suicide, able to get the kill. But now the Gem of True Sight on the ground. Sniper has to get it, but he might let the Ogre come in. Ogre has to pay for this. Oh, Shrapnel. Is there? No, there's no damage. So the Ogre just gets in, gets away with the gem. He steals it out of the hands of Scarsdale. Sniper didn't want to drop a TP or anything to pick up the gem. Still some very close fights right now. Oh, Radiant Courier. It's going on a bit of an adventure. And has to evade the Sand King. Sand King doesn't seem like he knows about it either. I don't know if he's going to see this courier. Luckily, the creep has followed Sand King into the secret shop. Just scouting him out there. And eventually, the courier able to pick up the point booster for techies. Juggernaut still creating a lot of space around the map. Makes his way away from bottom. Is it going to be fast enough? Sniper goes in with some more headshot procs, slowing him down even more. And Shadowblade also used speeding up Sniper. Juggernaut has the Manta style. He'll go into the trees. Is he going to be stopped at all? They don't have anything to keep the Juggernaut there. And that is just one weakness of the SHS lineup. They don't really have any stuns other than the Sand King.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
He seems to be building up an Aghanim Scepter of his own.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So definitely a good thing for Scarsdale that they've taken down the tier 3 in the mid lane. It's a lot easier to push up to the high ground when you have that, but they will have to be careful pretty soon of the minefield sign for techies. He's about 1250 gold away from his Aghanims. Couple of mines sitting here at bottom. And Scarsdale don't have a gem anymore. Do have a lot of sentry wards on the Oracle, but by the time they know about it, it might be a little bit too late.
Invisibility. You back so soon?
Still a lot of mines there. And Oracle possibly in some trouble. There's going to be an assassinate onto the Disruptor, but he's going to pay very dearly for this one. Malone just needs the vision to get the kill. Disruptor tries to go into the trees, and he does make it out. Scarsdale not able to find the kill. No detection here for Scarsdale either. There's a lot of mines at bottom. Oh my god. That's why you need a gem, people. Triple kill for the techies, again delaying this game even more. This is almost like a tinker. That's almost how it's feeling for East Chapel Hill. I mean, we'll see if eventually the Juggernaut is able to just work through the Scarsdale lineup. I think he continues to put pressure at top. But that is also an Aghanim Scepter on the techies.
Double damage.
This game is being made a lot more difficult for Scarsdale, and I find it unlikely that they are unable to... I find it unlikely that Scarsdale don't ban out a techies in the next game. This just gets really ridiculous. So at that point, you're using a ban on a techies.
Dire's middle tower
It's kind
is
of
under
interesting.
attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Continuing to push out bottom. Was there possibly a couple of heroes at mid? Oh, techies finds another one. He killed off the Sand King. Ugh, this guy is just being so
Dire's
annoying for
bottom tower
Scarsdale.
is under attack.
You can tell that he's played a lot of games on that hero.
Dire's bottom tower has
And
fallen.
with that, East Chapel, they are putting a lot of pressure elsewhere on the map. They take down the bottom tower. A couple of heroes threatening mid. Scarsdale just finding themselves being pulled all over the map. And, I mean, now East Chapel, they're looking a lot better in this match. Roshan not available for another 2 minutes. That's a very long respawn. And we are nearly even on towers. East Chapel threatening all over. We've also got a butterfly on the Juggernaut. Look how fast he attacks there. Such a quick attack speed. And remember that the only disable on Scarsdale is that Sand King. There's a lot of survivability for them, don't get that wrong, but in terms of actual disables for the Juggernaut, it's basically you burrow strike on him and then hope that you have enough damage to kill him right off the bat. Sand King gonna run it into the Ogre Magi. He'll just blink away. And Juggernaut keeps going in on top. Throws down a couple of illusions, forcing Scarsdale back. It can be really difficult for them to push out lanes like this. So, yeah, Juggernaut back over towards the mid lane. He has a tier 2 to take down there. Perhaps this is where Scarsdale can make their stand, but... Alright, Juggernaut in. Manta style use. He's just going to throw them onto the tower. And Sand King doesn't even hit the burrow strike. So Juggernaut just spins away from that. I guess that's the same thing. As soon as you use that burrow strike, it's not going to go... Oh, misses another one. Wow. It's not really turning into a good game for him. Maybe he he really needs that Aghanim Scepter for the extra range. I'm pretty sure it still gives extra range. Just have the longest burrow strikes in the world.
I'll take
But
your
Roshan has respawned, so Scarsdale can go into the pit, take that one. Juggernaut still farming up as fast as he can. Farming as fast as Manny Pacquiao's hands. So we'll just walk into the lane and he'll spin, get away. That's not something that can go through Magic Immunity, Sand King. Scarsdale will take the Roshan. Second Roshan of the game. Roshan's taking a lot of that fire damage. Look at all these spears that Husker's throwing. Get all those fire stacks up. East Chapel do smoke up in the mid lane. Juggernaut making his way over to the Roshan pit. Rosh should be down by that point. Oh, but it's taking a little bit long. Juggernaut getting up there. He's scared out. Sand King needs that burrow strike, and he won't be able to get off before the match community comes through. Both there. Eventually Husker dies, and ECHS, they have to back up right now. Freedom Fries is going to go right forward onto the Ogre Magi. Luckily the Juggernaut manages to stay alive, but the Ogre is not going to be nearly as lucky. Sand King forward, looking for another burrow strike. He gets it on the 2. Also the Sandstormers are going to get him away. Torrent off the mark again. Oh, Sand King wants to go forward once again. He's got another burrow strike in 1 second. Can he find it? He'll get it onto the Disruptor and blink away. The rest of his team still working down the mid lane. There's a couple of those remote mines there. And where's the detection? There's a gem on Sniper. There's a gem on Sniper. Get away! Oh no. Another kill. Oracle takes the fall there. This is one of the downsides of having your gem on Sniper. He's really inclined to stay further away from the fight, so he's not going to be wanting to get so close to these. And this is a fight that would probably be on East Chapel's terms. Kunkka, oh no. Omni Knight's dead. We've got a Yule Scepter onto the Husker, who actually doesn't end up dying to the techies there. Out of magic resistance there. He stays alive. Techies will respawn in 30 seconds. Sand can get the burrow strike that he needs. He'll go forward onto the Kunkka, and they need a little bit more damage. Sand King takes some damage there. It wasn't assassinate. Now here comes the Sack Storm. Husker doing some nice damage there. He'll just keep attacking through it. As long as he's not stunned up, it's fine. And he's going to stay alive. Villain has the Flaming Spears on him, and I think he's going to go down through that Ghost Scepter. Sniper has to get in range for these mines. They don't have vision on the high ground. Also, Juggernaut's going ham inside the Dire base. Oh, he's got the spin, but no TP out right now. He just wants to go right for the tower, and there's an Omni Slash gem on the ground again. And Juggernaut's going to pick that up. Techies puts down the minefield sign, but the first racks of the game could go to Scarsdale. Juggernaut's still going ham onto this. And Juggernaut, oh, he's taking the racks. Oh my god. East Chapel, they take the melee racks in the top lane. Can they defend their mid? Husker will go right for it, so Scarsdale, they still manage to take a full set of racks. Do give up one of their own. Still very close in this game. And Sniper doesn't have that gem anymore. That's another gem that went over to the Radiant side. Taking a look inside the base, there's one there. And where's our other gem? There's a gem in Techies' stash. Yeah, you don't want to leave the gems out on the ground. Put it in the stash. Make sure that you save it. It's almost like the Hell on the Dominators, just sitting on the ground. You put them in the stash instead. So in any case, Scarsdale, they do break the base a little bit. Still have a tier 2 tower to go through in the top lane, and they have melee creeps running down on that side to try to defend. If we look at the XP and gold, XP actually in favor of East Chapel by about 6,000. Gold is in favor of them as well. This Juggernaut doing a ton of work. 9,000 gold on him. In a little bit, his gold is going to be over 9,000. Just wait for it. Oh, there's a bounty rune. That'll do it. Oh!
I'll take that as
What's his gold level? It's over 9,000. Over 9,000? That's highly improbable. So in any case, this Juggernaut, eventually he should spend his gold. He's got 8,000 surplus. I don't know why he doesn't want to spend it. He'd be doing a lot more damage if he did pick up an item. A couple of remote mines in the top lane. Oh my god. Sniper's dead. Techies is a fun hero. Oh, dual scepters there. Sand King possibly thinking about going for a
Radiant's
kill.
top tower is under attack.
But the tower will end up falling to the Husker in the top lane.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Forcing a couple of heroes back. Techies has the suicide available. Sand King keeps going through with the burrow strikes. Oh, Kinetic Field. He'll blink away from it. Feels like Sand King's just playing a different game right now from the rest of his team. The rest of the team is like trying to play Minesweeper, and he's just like, oh, I'll go for a burrow strike now. So 2 gems in the Techie stash. He definitely likes it like that. And Juggernaut, 10,000 gold. Man, this guy. Maybe someone should tell him that there is a courier that he can use to go buy items with from the secret shop. Maybe someone should try to explain the in-game economy for him, because I feel like this Juggernaut isn't really understanding it at all. Sand King just hiding out inside the trees. Maybe he goes for a burrow strike. Courier goes over to the secret shop. Now Sand King's there. And he goes for the courier, but he's not going to find it. He'll burrow strike over. He's not going to be able to get the pick off. So Juggernaut now has the Abyssal Blade. So this game getting a little bit closer than Scarsdale would like. Techie's managing to delay things long enough that this Juggernaut has some fairly massive farm. The Abyssal Blade definitely a great way of killing off the sniper. Bashers, cool. Keeping players in place a little bit longer, making it harder for them to respawn when they need to. And the Husker, he's going to have to be careful. He doesn't have any friends on the top lane, and Juggernaut is getting ever closer. Does get him in range now. Oh, Hurricane Pikes to stay safe there. He knows how scary the Juggernaut can be this game. So the Kunkka also has one crit stick, making his way towards another. Deciding that if he's just going to, I don't know, be relatively non-impact around the map, he can get off maybe one good Tidebringer, hope that it crits, and then I think his team fight contribution would probably be at an end there. Help the Techies get some guys down a little bit faster, as if he needs any help. Another 5,000, nearly 6,000 gold on the Juggernaut. He just keeps farming this match. 485 last hits. He's looking pretty stacked right now. The frames can't even keep up with him. So, yeah, Juggernaut. He's working through these creeps pretty quickly. And we have another disconnect. Someone should probably tell their little brother to get off the Wi-Fi or something. But in any case, Juggernaut just such a hard thing for Scarsdale to deal with here. And also this Techies, he's keeping mines up all over the map and make it really difficult for Scarsdale to push it in. They have to be really careful. All these mines in the mid lane, if they step over that, it's just another dead Oracle. Has to be so careful. All those pigs. The pigs can hurt, man. The sniper does have a Mjolnir, so maybe he gets through these creep waves a little bit quickly. So eventually we'll be ready to get back into this one. Juggernaut, a full 10,000, or nearly a full 10,000 net worth over the next highest.
I'm starting to
Oh,
think this
yep.
was premeditated.
That's Oracle. So I guess that pause kind of benefited the Techies a little bit there. As soon as he gets back in, his team's like, oh, you can kill this Oracle, so he did. That's a nice pause there. Very tactical, much wow. Techies setting a few more traps around the map. And he's not being scouted right now either. We look at the word vision for Scarsdale. They have them at the four corners of their own side of the map, but they don't really see too much of the enemy side at all. Got one there. That's like the supports forget to place the words or buy the words kind of wording.
Dire's
Fonder,
structures
is he
are
AFK?
fortified.
I think he's AFK. All right. So more tactical pauses. Pauses. All right. Looks like we're ready. Torrent's going to be there, and he gets hit by it. Oh, Amina gets the force staff away. Can he stay alive? Glimmer Cave to stay alive. There's a repel, but is that going to be enough? Oh, immediate diffusal blade from the Juggernaut. And now Sniper in trouble. Scarsdale in having so many problems here. Burstrike just goes away. Sniper's very low, burnt down, and just thunderstruck by the Disruptor. And they take down a couple of huge kills. Sniper doesn't have buyback. East Chapel might have just won this one. They need some creeps there.
Dire's middle
Creeps are just
tower
hanging out
has
in the
fallen.
mid lane, battling some of these supers. Oh, buyback by the Husker. Nice burst strike on 2, but Sand King glimpses back into this one. Can they keep him up here?
So say harbor, eh?
Techie's trying to do all of the work that he can. Husker's going to move forward. Can East Chapel find the kill onto the tower? Epicenter's going to be coming through. It's on the 4. They've also got the burrow strike onto a couple as well. Sand King in trouble, but he's going to get Yule Scepter up in the sky. Can he dodge this one? He gets run over by the boat, and the Husker's in trouble as well. Sniper still hasn't respawned yet. He's down for 30 more seconds. And ECHS, they might have taken their second racks of the game, or they could decide to go for the tier 4s, but it doesn't matter. Scars will call it. And game number 1 has gone the way of ECHS. And a bit of an upset here. Most people would predict that Scarsdale would be at least in the grand finals of this thing, but East Chapel take game number 1 of the best of 3 off of them. They still have a chance to come back. Scarsdale, they've got at least one more game to show that they belong in this tournament, but the first game goes to East Chapel Hill High School. So definitely congratulations to them. Definitely a well-fought game. Man, that Techies went absolutely insane and really stalled the game enough that the Juggernaut was way too much to handle for Scarsdale. So in the end, East Chapel take the victory in game number 1, but luckily we do have some more Dota coming your way on High School Star League 2. We've got game number 2 and possibly a third game after that if Scarsdale can come back in game number 2. So thank you for watching on Pythian Legume. If you want to find out when we are casting a little bit more, you can follow me at Pythian Legume on Twitter, as well as on twitch.tv/Pythian Legume. Thanks you all for watching, and we'll be back with game number 2 in just a few moments. Stay classy, guys.